Okay, I'm back to using a shitty camera, so sorry about that. So this is my record overall, 394 on the last event. I was 462 overall. Not bad. I got 10 of 13. A lot of the fights right. I just had I gotten the actual way they would have won, I would have probably done a lot better. But so that was UFC Fight Night 26. Now on to UFC Fight Night 27, Condit versus Kampmann. We'll start out with the preliminaries as always. Roger Bowling versus Abel Trujillo. I don't know, Bowling used to be one of those guys that back in Strikeforce Challengers was impressive and whatnot, and lately in the UFC the competition is such that it's a big step up, and he paid his dues and worked his way up the Challengers and started fighting Strikeforce and fought had the that 3 fight war with names slipping me, but anyways. Yeah, so I don't know, Trujillo, I think, has the possibility to win this by knockout, but I could see Bowling, turning things around and winning a decision, but I don't know, I think Abel Trujillo probably wins by knockout, or maybe a decision, I don't know. Zach Cummings versus Ben Alloway, I think, Cummings should be able to sub Alloway out sometime in the first or second round, probably. James Head versus Jason High after losing his last fight. I think will come out impressively and knock Head out probably in round 2, and that's what I'm picking. Darren Elkins versus Hioki. I think that Elkins isn't the most exciting guy. He wins a lot by decision, and I think that Hioki, great fighter. I think Elkins is going to control him and win the decision. Edwards versus Thatch, I kind of went back and forth over this. I had Edwards, and because of his experience in the UFC and whatnot, Thatch knew. But I do like what I've read and seen on Thatch, and I said, why the hell not? I don't like Edwards that much, where I can't pick a guy, and see if Thatch, pulls up the upset and win the submission here. Dylan Andrews versus Papi Abedi. I think Dylan Andrews was really impressive on the show, and like his character and how he treated people and how he treated fighting. I liked it. So unlike a guy that's fighting later on that was in the Tough reality series that I don't like. Anyways, yeah, I think Andrews wins by KO in round 1. That's my pick. I'm pretty confident on that Dylan Andrews pick. So I don't know what the line is, but if you can get a good line on that, I definitely would pick Andrews. I'm pretty confident on him winning. And, oh yeah, by the way, my pick, Travis Brown, did come through for me last week. I called that upset in round 1. So that was pretty cool. Anyways, Eric Perez versus Mizugaki. I think that Perez, he's been winning his last couple of fights by knockout and really early on. I think Mizugaki's going to be harder to stop. I don't know. I think Mizugaki's going to be knocked out like once or something. I'm not sure. I don't think that Perez will knock him out. I think he'll definitely beat on him, and it'll be a unanimous decision victory for him. But I don't think he'll finish him. Court McGee versus Robert Whittaker. I think Whittaker was really impressive in the last fight. That being said, though, McGee is a big step up, and he's got the experience in the UFC. And what bothers me about Whittaker is when he does get taken down, he sometimes is like a fish out of water. It looks like he doesn't know exactly what to do for a few seconds. He does pretty decent. I'm not saying completely like a fish out of water. I don't want to be a dick, but with Court McGee on top of you, I think that more than likely he gets submitted somewhere in round 2. Brad Tavares versus Bubba. I can't stand you, McDaniels. Fucking A. God, that guy is a prima donna and was just hanging on John Jones's nuts the whole tough season. And that's why I don't like him, and for a lot of other reasons. I think the same reasons a lot of other people don't like him. Anyways, for that being said, I'm not picking this because I don't like him. I just don't think he's a good fighter. That's one of the other reasons I don't like him. And I don't really think he should be in the UFC. I think he kind of, like I said, hung on John Jones and not got in there, got friendly with Dana, kisses the right ass, and now he's fighting. Anyways, good for him. But I think he's going to get knocked the fuck out, and I think Tavares has got heavier hands, and I think he does it. And Kaufman versus, I think she's fighting McMahon, and who had a good fight. Her last fight, McMahon beat the hell was that girl's name? God, that was just recently too. I'm having Sarah Gaff. The Gaff, yeah, she beat Gaff and in impressive fashion. So I think, I don't know, if she does fight Kampmann, I don't know, I want to say Kampmann just because of experience and whatnot, and they're both well-rounded fighters. But anyways, I think I'll say Kampmann by some type of submission, probably in the second or third round. I can't click it here because it's to be determined. Kevin Gastelum versus Brian Melancon. Melancon had that awesome upset knockout in his last fight, and Gastelum obviously won the season, upsetting Uriah Hall. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. It's hard for me. I want to say that the wrestling of Gastelum should determine this, and he should be able to take Melancon down and grind out a decision. I don't think it'll be easy for him by any stretch of the imagination. I think Melancon possesses the power to knock any of those guys out, yeah, so it's going to be tricky. You could see Melancon get a knockout as well. Donald Cerrone versus Rafael Dos Anjos. I think Cerrone doesn't finish Dos Anjos, but I think he gets a decision victory. I think his experience, obviously, just in the cage, WC, and the UFC now, overall, he's just one of those